In this video, we want to find the exact solution for this equation here, which is actually an exponential. So notice we have a base on the left side of 3. The base on the right side, actually, the square root of 3 can be written as 3 to the 1/2. So you have a base of 3 at this side, a base of 3. So you consider that an exponential. Anytime you have equality of the same base, so you have b to the x is equal to b to the y. As long as the base is not equal to 1, if this is equal, b to the x is equal to b to the y, and b does not equal to 1. So as long as this is the case here, you have equality of these two bases, then the exponents have to be equal. So we can rewrite this. This can actually be written as 3 to the 1/2. Square root of 3 is the same thing as 3 to the 1/2. So I have the base 3 here, the base 3 here. I have equality, so the exponents have to be equal to x squared plus x has to equal 1/2. Let's clear this of fractions by multiplying through by 2, just to make it easier to work with. So 2 times x squared will give me a 2 x squared, and 2 times x will give me a 2x, and then 2 times 1/2 reduces to 1. And then you have a quadratic there. So what we'll do is write it with one side 0. So let's write it up here and say this would be 2x squared plus 2x. And we're going to subtract 1 from both sides here. Cancel the 1 this side. And it gives minus 1 equal to 0. And then we try to factor the left side, but it doesn't factor. So we use the quadratic formula, which is right here. If you have an equation in this form, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then you can get the solution by simply plugging in the coefficients a, b, c into this formula here. So we can see here that in our case, coefficient of the squared term is 2. So that means that the a is 2. Coefficient of the linear term is also 2. So b is equal to 2. And the other number is constant. That's -1, so that would be c. c is -1. Now we're ready to plug into this formula. X will equal 2. So on top I have minus b. b is 2, so the opposite of that will be minus 2. Plus or minus, and then it's a radical. Then under the radical we have b squared, so that would be b is 2, so 2 squared would be 4 here. Minus, then and the formula here is 4. Put another 4 there. A is 2. Put it here in parentheses, that's 2. And then c is -1. And that's over 2 times a. A is 2. So I get this. And then I expand this a little bit. This will be a minus 2, plus or minus square root of. And then let's simplify into the radical. Negative here makes this a negative, a plus, it's negative a plus, so this will be 4 plus, and then this will give me 8 over here, so this will be 12. And that's over 2 times 2, which is 4. And then 12 is 4 times 3. I want to simplify the radical. So this is going to equal 2 minus 2. And the square root of 4 is 2. So that comes outside the radical. The 3 stays under there. Square root of 3. That's over 4. And of course we see that 4 has a factor of 2, so we can divide out the factor of 2 into the numerator here. So 2 into 4 will give me a 2 down here. And then 2 into -2 is a -1. Plus or minus. Putting 2 into 2 here, there's be 1. I'll just leave it as square root of 3. I can put a 1 there, it's understood. So I just leave it like that. And that's really your answer. But let's write it as 2 separate solutions here. So x will equal to -1 plus the square root of 3 over 2. And then the second solution would be a -1 minus the square root of 3 over 2. So those are the exact solutions. -1 plus the square root of 3 over 2, and a -1 minus the square root of 3 over 2. Now if it asks you to approximate the solutions to, say, 2 or 3 decimal places, then you could use your calculator to compute this out, and then and then run down. But since it wants the exact answer or the exact solution, this is what we give. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.